Besides a simple text block, where you can also add buttons to it, you are also able to add more elements. If we press the right mouse button, you'll also be able to go with a question. A question block allows you to ask a particular question towards your subscriber. If we go to the right and hover over the plus add item, you will see that you will have different types of questions that you can ask. A simple text will be a free input question. You can ask for a particular number, for an email, a particular URL, a phone, a certain date, a certain time or date, a choice, so a multiple choice, location, and you'll also be able to request certain rich media, including images, audio, video files, and regular files. This gives you a lot of options to be able to ask a particular question and also for the user to attach any certain files if you so request. If we go with a regular text, you will see that you will be able to ask your question. Below that, you will be able to save the response of that user inside of any custom field that you have. So let's say we're going to go with the user response in this case. You'll also be able to add answers, so multiple choice answers inside of a text element as well. Or you can also do dynamic answers. Below that, you'll also have a no input feature. So it could be that a user does not answer this question. If we press this, you will be able to see and set the expire of this user input in a certain number of hours, seconds, or minutes. This allows you to prevent the user from getting stuck at this particular element. So let's say we're going with 4 hours. And after that, if the user still did not answer the question, you can always go with an additional input. So upon no input, you can also continue the flow and, for example, send a follow-up message. Inside certain question types, like multiple choice, you will also have an additional feature besides the no input. If we go there, and let's delete this question, let's go with add an item and go for choice. You will now see that we also have a no match feature. We'll save it towards any of your custom user fields. You can now also give certain choices. So let's say option 1, option 2. And if the user does not choose any of these options, then we can match the no match feature inside of this question block. Once pressed, you will be able to set up a retry message. The second part of this no match will be that you can say if the no match happens a second time, or a third, fourth, fifth time, or even the first time, you can attach a certain message to it. So the first time you will get this retry message. If it happens the second time in this case, we can match the no match, just like the no input, to a specific block. And we could say something like, we can also add a regular button and give the options 1 or 2. And this way it is clear for the user to be able to press one of the buttons. But the no match and no input can be directed to any block you want to, and it gives you a good way of continuing after this question block.